Oh, hey everybody, I'm Dan,
And I'm Ron.
and we're doing something not exactly new. We did this in the Ron's Comics episode a little bit, where we went through a whole bunch of Ron's comic books from the 1980s. But I'm picking up a lot of weird stuff because people are unloading because of the pandemic, and just in a new place and finding new stuff. So I picked up a very large set of sealed audio cassettes, mostly from the 1990s. And the craziest one in the collection, which this is my tape wall. This goes on for a while. A little sparse at the bottom there right now, but quality, not quantity. And so as far as I know, this might be the only sealed copy of this left. Still got the price sticker.
We're talking about David Bowie Low.
Yep, and I believe, I guess depending on how you break up the deal, I paid about $4 for that.
How much is that worth?
I have nobody sold a sealed one in probably 15 years, so I have no idea. Open ones, there's two of them for sale online for like $49.95 each, I think.
Uh-huh.
So
do you know of comparable tapes that are online where you have both the open and the sealed, and what the price difference is?
yeah, so it really depends on what it is and what kind of demand there is for it.
Okay.
And also how much dead stock is left. So for instance, like I did buy a copy of this off of him, because it is like people like this album.
What album is that?
The Violator by Depeche Mode, the one with Personal Jesus.
Okay, cool.
And but he had like 20 copies of that sitting in a box, so that's the price on that's going to crash at some point. And so like, and this was probably the craziest, besides the David Bowie, sealed copy of Crooked Rain.
By whom?
By Pavement.
Okay.
And and there's also Liz Phair.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Hi, Liz Phair.
What
album is
Liz Phair.
Right.
Huh?
What album is it?
Exile in Guyville, the first one, the one that everybody likes. And
so how much is that worth? Because you said everybody likes it, so does that mean everybody had it?
Well, it means so I got three Liz Phair tapes. I have all the Liz Phair albums that most people really would want to have. So here's a sealed white chocolate space egg.
Uh-huh.
And here's just a loose copy of Whip Smart. And it's hard to say because I think like cassette sales doubled in the last year.
Uh-huh. Wow.
In the US. And so like a lot of stuff, because I was going through, there was a point when I had 3,000 cassettes, because I bought a few big collections in a row, and they're just kind of all there. And this is a lot of this stuff I got in like a garbage bag from a guy a few weeks ago. This is like my hip hop section, but yeah, it's hard. It's all in flux. So like records, I'm not having a hard time selling records, but they're moving a bit more slowly than they used to. I'm getting a lot of like big bulk orders for tapes. Internationally too, which is weird. Like on Facebook, you don't get a lot of international orders. But I had a guy in Australia, and he's like, I want to buy, I think he bought 65 tapes.
Cool. So what you're saying is that when I purged my basement and all the stuff that I had, when I got rid of the 900 out of 1,000 books and stuff, I should not have had all those audio tapes?
It depends what they are. So this is like the best like 300 cassettes from probably 5,000 cassettes that have gone through my house.
I had the original run of the movie version of Little Shop of Horrors. So I had the original audio cassette of Rick Moranis and Ellen Green and Levi Stubbs singing, and Steve Martin. What is this? What tape are you holding up?
This is a hip hop mixtape. So this is like a DJ would make this illegally. Inside is usually just a standard consumer blank tape.
Okay.
And then the art, I don't know if you can tell from here, but it's like it's a high quality photocopy, but it's way below the standard you would expect from a commercial tape. So here's like,
and that was what was that picture? It was like a martial arts.
Yeah, it's just probably something from a Sonny Chiba movie or like probably not Enter the 36 Chambers, but something like Enter the 36 Chambers. Here's Tokyo Sex Whale, Hay Fever.
That's a great name.
Yeah. I can't find like anything on this. The fun thing about tapes is that there's just a lot of shit where it's like you can't find anything on it because it was so cheap to make a cassette tape. It was probably like some dudes that worked at a bar or something. So here's let's get that in focus.
Automatic pilot. Eliminate self-sabotage and negative self-talk to soar towards your goals. Turn on, wait, there was one more thing. Turn on your automatic pilot to success. Wow.
Paraliminal tapes.
Yeah. They're not subliminal, they're paraliminal.
Yeah, and I've had a few of these. There's like, so like, remember that episode of The Simpsons where he puts on the tape to try to lose weight?
Yeah.
When he's sleeping. And yeah, so that was like real. A lot of people did that in the 80s, and I have a lot of tapes that relate to that. And they're just like, they're hilarious usually. They're just really goofy tapes.
Cool. We could look at some more next time, like that Kate Bush or the 3 De La Souls that you have.
Oh yeah, the Kate Bush, that's sealed. The De La Souls are all dead stock. There's a 4th one up here.
Cool.
And there's a copy of Balloon Mine State, Stakes is High. The only big one that I'm missing is 3 Feet High and Rising. And but yeah, and the other thing I want to point out is that baking soda containers are exactly the right height for makeshift cassette tape shelving. So I mean, it works.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, and it goes. Let me see if I can get the whole wall one shot.
Hey, you got it.
Woo!
Plus whatever's underneath it.
That's I was displaying a few tapes down there, but
okay. Wow, yeah, that's well, you've got room for some more.
Yeah, because I got rid of a bunch of them. Because the hip hop tapes, that's probably, so there's like 50 per row, you figure. And so that's like 100. I think I ended up keeping like 120 tapes, but there were 300 in the bag. There was like a lot of like kind of syrupy R&B stuff from the 90s. And that I have been selling and getting rid of. Cool. But then I also ordered a bunch of tapes, so I think it's probably going to get filled up again at some point. But
hey, that's what it's there for.
That is what it's there for. Cool. So yeah, I guess go check out the main podcast if you like this. You're gonna like the main podcast. And
what's the name of the podcast?
It is Anominy, Questionable Movies. All right, we'll see you. Well, okay, I can't say we'll see you at the movies anymore.
We'll see you after the movies.
Yeah, we'll see you on the internet.
Yeah, there we go. We'll see you on the internet. All right, take care, everyone.
Later.